Hey, thanks for tuning in today. I just had the most spectacular hike with a friend who I've known since 2018, but we only met for the first time in real life today. Her name's Kirsty Lewis. She runs the School of Facilitation. And so on the hike today, we're thinking like, how do we know each other? So Kirsty actually lives in the UK, which is why we've only met for the first time today, because she's actually in Australia for a few weeks, visiting various cities, just an extension trip after facilitating over in Manila. And so it's really lovely. I picked her up. We went to Macchu, went hiking for a few hours, grabbed a delicious breakfast afterwards. I knew we'd get along because, been in touch since 2018. So apparently she actually found me on Instagram when I had the First Time Facilitator podcast. And Kirsty was an early guest in that podcast. I think I replayed her Weekend Rewind episode a couple of weeks ago. So we spoke, when you have 3.5 hours on a trail and then breakfast, you cover a variety of different topics and so many. So Kirsty now has a podcast, and I'm going to talk about something I was sharing on a walk today. It was like, hey, there's like the starving artists. Sometimes I feel like there are the starving facilitators in terms of that scarcity mindset. People that are attracted to facilitation roles want to be inclusive, create the best for the group. It's almost like they're in a sacrificial role, like they put everyone else's needs first. So we're going to talk about pricing on her podcast coming up. But something that I shared with her, she was talking about how she's got, years ago, I don't know how long ago, but she created a capability framework for trainers, and she hasn't actually done anything with it. She's like, oh, do you have ideas like that you've got stored somewhere? I'm like, oh my gosh, like how many? But then I was sharing with her what I tried yesterday on ChatGPT, and this is a new feature of ChatGPT. I'm going to share this half-baked idea with you. I haven't had the chance to really explore it in detail and in depth to share the best prompts, but I will share you the idea behind it. Because like Kirsty, I'm someone that has a ton of old Google Docs, great ideas, like stored away, tucked into my notes on my computer. Like there's just so many of those. And I think there's some like real gold dust in there, but I don't have the energy or bandwidth to go back into the archive and have a look. But now ChatGPT, as part of the pro version, had this feature where, and again, I feel like you're signing away your life, like your rights when you use this. But basically, you can connect ChatGPT to Gmail, which is what I use to do all my emailing, and Google Drive, which stores Google Docs, Google Sheets. So I do a lot of my work is on Google Drive. Like every document I create is on Google Drive. You can also link it to Canva and actually Dropbox and a number of other tools. Yesterday, very briefly, I went in there and I was like, hey, I want you to go through my email. And you give it obviously permission, it's locked down, it's private, like all of that. I'm hoping. No, it is. And I said, hey, I want you to review my the latest messages. What kind of patterns are you seeing in the work? How can this help formulate ideas for my next book based on what I'm currently working with clients on? But you can get it to go through your email and ask it so many different questions around patterns maybe of behavior, suggested advice for moving your business forward if that's you. That's one thing. But on the Google Docs side, so if you can share Google Drive and connect it, you can get it to go through. So a couple of ideas I immediately had. One is go through all of my old Google Docs for ideas, for IP generation, like my ideas, and see if there's a general pattern in there, and identify key themes, and also relate that to what's currently trending in the market from 2026 onwards. And let's just see if anything connects there. The second thing I had was like, my gosh, I've got so many different workshop run sheets over the years. Like they are stored in Google Docs. I could get it to go through all of my workshop run sheets, delete client names and anything that's identifying, and create an archive of run sheets that any facilitator in the world could use and price that up, put it into an asset library. That's another idea that just came out of it. There's just so much gold I'm sitting on that I haven't used because of bandwidth, because I have to categorize it. But now we've got this ability to do that for AI to connect in with stuff that it's pretty amazing. Now, the reason, just one more point, that the reason why the connectors from ChatGPT to other software is so important is because when you start using ChatGPT agents, an AI agent, what that AI agent is someone who can operate on your behalf. So you can go into ChatGPT now that it's got like calendar access, and say, hey, can you please book an appointment for me? And it will look through your calendar. It'll look through who you've used in the past. It will go to their website, and if they've got online booking, it will book it for you. That is pretty extraordinary. But imagine that's just one use case, a personal use case. Imagine if you want to host a conference. You can get it to reach out, go on event websites, like email people on your behalf using your Gmail, craft templates. They could even save them in draft. You could go through and click send. There's just so much capability from being able to connect in with your calendar, your email address, and to be able to it's online shop for you. It's pretty remarkable. Anyway, so I feel like I should have got Kirsty on the podcast because we're having such great chats, but I just forgot about that. That was one thing we spoke about. We spoke about many things today. It's really fun to meet a peer from the other side of the world who does what you do, has the same type of audience as you. So that was really fun. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll speak to you tomorrow.